I am so relieved to be back in the Rockies. I just checked into my Airbnb where I hope to stay at least until at the beginning of the new year and close out 2020, this dark chapter of 2020, well, with some opportunities um, here in Wallace, Idaho. I am still working remotely. I work for a tutoring center. And I want to say that I really made use of the stimulus earlier this year, but not in the way that you would think. See, there was a lot of criticism about the stimulus and the unemployment benefits, especially because people were basically being paid more to stay home. I mean, if the goal was to get people to stay home in order to stop the spread of COVID 19, I guess it did its purpose then, but obviously with some major human costs, right? See, I didn't see it that way. I work for a tutoring center and I work one on one with the students. And one of my big frustrations is that when I hit the job out of the park, the student gets what he or she needs, and I often don't get as many hours as I could have. I see some of my coworkers who are just kicking it back, and they get a lot of hours. You got to understand, some of my clientele come from very wealthy families. A lot of parents, they treat getting the tutoring as almost like their obligation, and they're just doing their best, right? That's the kind of clientele that I work with. Not that there's anything wrong with it. People are free to spend the money however they feel good about it. The problem is the kid excels, and oftentimes the parent moves on to better things, right? Maybe their kid wants to go to Disney World next. Maybe they want to go somewhere to catch COVID 19 because they think it's good for their immune systems, what have you, right? And so I often don't get as many hours as I probably could have. And sometimes I find myself almost sabotaging my work as a result. But because of the stimulus, see, here in Washington State, when you're collecting unemployment, every dollar you collect reduces the unemployment by 75 cents. And so I found I didn't have to sabotage my work anymore. If I got the student out the door faster, I still made about the same thing. And I actually was able to hit quite a number of jobs out of the park, and I got a number of good references as a result. See, in the past, I couldn't afford to invest in my future like that. But unfortunately, that's not how a lot of people are utilizing the unemployment program, right? So it just goes to show that every crisis has its opportunity if you make use of it the right way. And I'm still enjoying the benefits of that working remotely here in Idaho now, right?